story is so powerful that because if this person was not there in this world, probably you would not have any food to eat. Probably you would have already died. Probably 50% of world population would not be in there. And this story is way beyond in the World War. And this guy who grew up very working hard in his family, and his grandfather always encouraged him for the studies and education. And while he was in his childhood, he faced a lot of struggles and lost a lot of adversity at that time, so and heavily that it created a scar in his heart, and that scar became slowly higher. And what happened after that? The moment he grew up in life, he saw how people, once they get food, if you're very hungry, I'm sure if you are very hungry, when you get that food, your favorite food, whatever it is, the kind of happiness you get is priceless, right? Even if you have crores of money, you can't get that happiness. For me, it is similar to, Meghna Biryani. If I get Meghna Biryani after a heavy workload, it's like if I work so hard in my life, I have to reward myself with good food. If I don't get it, then yeah, फिर क्या ही है, किस लिए? So that some kind of happiness people get when they get good food. And at that time, it was so horrible that people not having food. So this guy decided that he want to be in this era, and he want to solve this problem. So what he did, he took his degree in plant pathology. He also did his PhD, and he graduated around 1942. So how many years he was? So basically 1914 he was born. 1942 he was 28 years old. And 1942 was the World War II. And it was horrible, where people were fighting for the survival. He did not forget his cause. He always focused on serving the society, and he almost 2 years he served lot of his country's effort so that he could make some difference. But then his desire to help starving people did not end. It was there so deep into it. And that is when he attracted one more opportunity, and he joined John D. Rockefeller's Foundation of Mexican Hunger Project. And he took this project and he made sure what kind of changes he could bring so that the crops to feed could be much more better and people can eat and live better. And see this catch, okay? And by 1942 to 1960 was time when this guy innovated something which 6 times multiplied the crops production. And what he was doing in between. In this 18 years, I'll tell you what kind of horrible experience he went through. So at that time, many people from Stanford and other good authors, they've told ki the battle to feed all humanity is over. People are going to die. 50% people will be gone. Especially India. India to 2000 में गायब हो जाएगा. इतना सारा population है, खाना ही नहीं इंडिया के पास. Pakistan भी गायब हो जाएगा. So much of prediction. But this guy was not even worried. While people are speaking, he was working. He was working on the field every single day, countless hours in the field, not even, sitting in AC room and working some coding. He was in the field, in the crop ground, and doing some invention, doing some experiments such that he could improve the crops. Okay. So this happened from 1942 to 1960s. And this is where Mexico's farm created a difference, and almost the wheat production increased to 6-fold. And then he got this opportunity. Then India, the government of India and also Pakistan saw this guy. Oh man, this guy has solved a huge problem. Please help us. We also want your help. And this guy was actually the father of Green Revolution. I'm sure many people who are children, you used to read Green Revolution, right? I don't know how many people remember the name of the guy. So 1960s, if he solves this problem for Mexico, he goes to India, again solves the problem. And ultimately in 1970s, he was awarded as Nobel Peace Prize for his contribution to the world. And the Nobel Committee said, you know what? They said, more than any other single person in the world, he has helped people provide bread for a hungry world. And this cannot be matched with everyone. And in fact, there is a slight chances, 50% chance that you and I have already consumed the grain descended from one of his work. Can you believe the impact which he has created? And that is where the few important points. So who was that guy? He was the catalyst. Who is catalyst? In chemistry we have read. Catalyst is something always out of the crowd. Catalyst is you. When you take some decision, do something unique, follow the cause, then people will start following you. You have to become the catalyst. And what did he told? He used to tell this amazing quote. We overestimate the importance of big events and underestimate the value of small actions taken to help others. The more you help people with the open heart and solve a problem, it compounds with years. एंड 1914 से 1942 बंदा का 28 साल में उसकी एजुकेशन कंप्लीट होती है. 1960s में ही गेट्स अ ब्रेक थ्रू विच इज 18 years. I'm highlighting 18 years, okay? 18 years only one cause. Then 1960s से लेकर 1970s, again 10 years के बाद उसको मिलता है Nobel Peace Prize. So that means the guy was never working for recognition or fame, nothing. In fact, after getting Nobel Prize, next day he again went back to work. And at that time, how much his age was? 1914 to 1970s. He was already close to 60. And that is where you have to become a catalyst. Many things in life just happen, but positive change isn't one of them. Changing anything in our world requires someone to be the catalyst. And if you are here, if you're hearing this talk, if I have read the story from the book, you have to take the decision, because only you can be the catalyst of the world. And in the next book club, I'll also share how you can become the catalyst of your own world and create an impact in the society. And can anyone guess the name of the person?